Came in a two-word statement which is now just begging to have a Nike campaign built around it. Quote unquote, I'm back.
Yes, I am back, and I wanted to talk about the market. As many of you already know, it's not looking good, bruv.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
We are in a bear market officially, and we have been for a while now. We're going to go through this document by EC. Shout out to EC. He always has some good educational content. I recommend all of you to go follow him. We are in a bear market. You can see from the Dune Analytics chart for the OpenSea daily volume. It's been over a month, and we have been in this all-time low territory. We can also see the Google Trends results for NFTs, which have been low since the start of the year in January. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index as well has been at extreme fear, which is never a good sign. And then we also have traditional investment sectors such as the S&P 500 also suffering. Web2 giants such as Netflix, Microsoft, Amazon, they've all been hit pretty badly by this market that we're in. So why are we in this situation? There's a few events that have led up to this. First of all is the coronavirus pandemic that we all went through. Then we had the war in Ukraine. Then we had the overprinting of the dollar, which has led to inflation. And then from the Fed being hawkish and hiking interest rates to continue to combat inflation. So all these events have led up to the current situation we're in. And this has been reflected in the NFT market that we currently have today. Because of all those events, we are now in a free mint meta, which isn't really a meta. It's just a lot of speculative trading going on right now. Just these DJ projects that don't offer anything, or are just trading right now to get a bit of a dopamine hit. They just want to gamble essentially, and that's not the way that I like to trade. So that's why I stopped trading. I stopped uploading on YouTube for the same reason, not because I didn't want to upload on YouTube. It was the content that I was making. It was easy content. It was how to trade, all these things that have been done before. It wasn't really anything hard for me to do. But I wasn't trading personally, and I didn't want to teach people to trade when I wasn't trading. I felt like an imposter, and it just didn't feel right for me to do that. But I've still been here in the Web3 space. I haven't gone anywhere. I've just been watching closely and paying attention to everything that's been happening. I've stopped trading, and now I'm just doing something different instead. However, if you guys really still want to trade in this market, I recommend you guys check out Oexd Join, which is run by Ash and Alpaca. These two are really good friends of mine. They've been able to make consistent wins in this market when no one else has been able to. They literally specialize, it's in the name, Oexd Join. They specialize in degen plays. Even in the bull run market, these guys were killing like all these degen plays. But on the other hand, if you're like me, you just had a passion about crypto, you immerse yourself in this space, you learn everything there is about NFTs, you spend all this time in Discords, you try to make it, maybe you failed, maybe you did well, and you just don't know where to go from here. Just learn a service or cultivate a skill in Web3. That's it. That's all you have to do. Some buy my online course, buy my NFT. I don't have anything to sell you. Maybe hope. But you don't understand the massive opportunity that you have right now. You don't understand how valuable you are right now. So I wanted to show you all this chart right here. This is called the innovation trigger, or the peak of inflated expectations chart. And I want you guys to think about this chart in the context of NFTs and the market that we're in right now. All right. So this peak right here is probably CryptoPunks, Bored Apes, January at the top here. And now we're somewhere around this bottom phase, and we don't know how long we're going to be in this phase for, but sooner or later it is going to start picking up again. This technology is here to stay. Now I want you to ask yourself, why are all these Web3 agencies popping up everywhere? Why did I stop trading and start looking into Web3 consulting agencies? It's because we're all preparing for this slope right here, this slope of enlightenment. Okay, soon things are going to start picking up, and Web2 companies need you. They need your help to get into this space. They don't know how to do it. We've seen so many failed projects from celebrities, from brands trying to get into this space, and they can't do it. It's because they don't understand this space, but you do. And that's where the value in the experiences that you've had in the last 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, however long you've been in this space, it all matters. It hasn't all gone to waste, and there's still value that you can provide to people. Imagine if you could go back in time to when the internet first started and you learned how to make websites before anyone else could, or maybe when social media first started and no one else knew how to do digital marketing, but you taught yourself how to do that, and now you have a skill that no one else has. There is no competition. No one else can do it but you. Would you do it? Of course you would. Okay, and now you're in the same spot right now, and if you don't act in this opportunity now that you have, you'll miss it. and you might not know when the next opportunity might come. Okay, you have an opportunity right now to teach yourself a skill in Web3 that can pay you in the next 5 to 10 years. This bear market is a blessing in disguise. This bear market is going to give you time before things start to pick up for you to learn a service. So when things start to pick up, you will be prepared, and you will be in a pool of select people that know how to do a Web3 skill. Okay, you can learn anything else. You can spend the next 5 years of your life learning how to do anything. You can learn how to do sales, you can learn how to do real estate, you can learn how to do anything. If you spend 5 years learning how to do sales, by the end of those 5 years, you will have 5 years of experience and skill in sales, right? But then there will be someone that has 30 years of experience. But if you spend those 5 years in Web3, learning a skill in Web3, by the end of those 5 years, you will be in a literally like, there's no competition. It will be you, and you will have the most experience, and you will be the most paid. Why wouldn't you spend 5 years now in this space? I don't understand why you should be doing anything else. You can see in the news so many people leaving from some of the biggest companies in the world, leaving to come into Web3, to learn skills in Web3, to start something in Web3, and you can do it too. Now is your chance to arm yourself with specific knowledge in this space, so you can help people, you can help businesses, you can help brands get into Web3. All these industries on the screen here, all these sectors, everything. Like NFTs, the potential for NFTs in all these spaces is endless, and you'll be able to help people in all these spaces. Maybe you have your own niche where you think NFTs can be applied to. Like, there's so many different opportunities. I can't stress this enough. NFTs are here to stay, and you need to learn something now, so when the time comes, you'll be able to help people out. In the process of myself not wanting to trade anymore and looking into consulting agencies, I actually started working for a Web3 agency called No Standing. They were initially a digital marketing agency, but they wanted to get into Web3. The founders are very already in the space, immersed in Web3, and they saw this opportunity. We've worked with people like ETH Lizards, we've worked with Illuvium, we've worked with Shrapnel. There's so many different projects that we've worked with, and I can't tell you enough how understaffed we are and how like we need people. There's not enough people in this space that can provide a skill and service, and we need more people to help. Okay, Mr. Koshi, that's great. I want to help. What can I do? There's 4 different areas where you can help in every NFT project. There's going to be art, there's going to be marketing, there's going to be the community side, and then there's going to be development. I think development is probably the best gig. If you have a technical background, you already do coding or something like that, I think it'd be pretty easy for you to get into it. Learn Solidity, it's for free. You can literally learn how to do it online. There'll be groups where you can help each other learn Solidity. You'll find YouTube videos on how to learn Solidity. Spend 6 months to a year on how to learn Solidity, and then go work for one of these agencies. Or maybe you can work as a freelancer providing smart contract development, contract auditing, those types of services, alright? Developers are literally unicorns. It's so hard to find good developers these days, and we need more of them for sure. I'm not a technical person, like I said, so I spend most of my time in the community and the marketing side. If you're like a mod, you've spent a lot of time in Discord, you spend a lot of time on Twitter, this might be where your expertise comes in. This is where you can help others understand the Web3 Twitter, Web3 marketing, Web3 community building. There's a lot of opportunities in that space as well. And then art, I personally don't know anything about art, but if you're an artist, there's a big opportunity in Web3 for you as well. There's also the strategy side to every project. Every good project needs a good go-to-market strategy. So if you're a trader, if you've made a lot of money trading NFTs, you know how to spot a good project, what makes a good project. Maybe you were a founder that has launched an NFT collection and you've sold it out successfully. You can become a consultant to these other projects that are trying to launch NFTs, these other people trying to launch NFTs, and you can help them with their go-to-market strategy. So that's another space where you can help out. So learn a skill or a service, build your Web3 resume, go work for an agency, go start your own agency. I don't care. Just don't leave this space. Don't leave this space.
Don't leave me. Take me with you. Don't leave me.
Fuck the disclaimer. Financial advice. Don't leave this space, please. Like, you have to stay here. This opportunity will not come again. Do something in this space. It'll be worth your time, I promise. I'll make more videos on this in the future. Maybe I won't. I just really wanted to make this video so I can look back on it one day and say, damn, all the way back in 2022, I knew I was right. And I told you so. So let's look back on this video one day and let's see who's right. Thank you for watching.